All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at the market. Today is Monday the 20th. Now this week, in my personal opinion, according to the astrological calculations as well, we should have a decent swing day or week, okay? And I'm going to note them down as usual in the members area and on Discord. This is gold. Now with gold, I said here, if it breaks out, don't sell in front of it because we've got room to go. And as you can see on Friday, went up nice and easy. Now on Friday, these were the astro hours, and I marked this level in especially because there was a breakout aspect, okay, which I mentioned in the videos, which happened here. All right, so let's just see what hour that was. The breakout here, okay. Basically, this is 2:15, but what really caused it is the pushing upwards afterwards. So that 2:15 on Friday for gold, yeah, turned out to be a breakout, and then it just took the market up all the way. All right, and that's where it got to. Look at all that. That is just astro hours, taking the market all the way into the astro hour zone. Now today, I suspect we should be going back. Okay, so this zone is a good sell zone, as you can see from there. All right, so selling in this zone is not a bad idea at all. Let's just do this. If I can, let's do that. Okay, so there we go. That's a good zone in order to initiate a turnaround. Okay, so I'm just going to extend that here. So what we want to do, any pull up, all right, any retracement up, we want to be sellers down here. Okay, and what you want to do is make sure you stay under that zone. So this is the limit here. Okay, we should come back into 1935 or something like that. 1935 there was already done that. What's 64? 1942. Let's take a look at the weekly. 1953. Okay, 1953. 35. 42. So 19, okay, and that's the weekly pivot there. So we should come back into this zone. 1935 is up here. So we should get back in here. Any pull up, I think, is good to sell, to push down, in my opinion. This could happen tomorrow as well. I'm going to check the swing days for gold as well, but I'm happy to sell on any retracement to the white line, to the high of last week, into the astro hours. Euro dollar. With the euro dollar, these were the astro hours last week. As you can see, the market fell from those astro hours right into the opening of Friday, and then pushing up into our astro hours. And today's astro hours are here. Let's take a look at the weekly. We've got a new week. Okay, so that's the weekly. Now what to do with this? Let's see. 63 is 1.0816. We're going to keep that on the radar. 1.0816 is up here. Okay, that's that. So let's get rid of these and see how things pan out. Now, we said we'd fill in the gap here, as you can see. Okay, so the market did come up and filled in the gap. Well, I can now get rid of these, okay, and see how this is going to pan out. Now, if you take a look at the monthly, all right, we just did a good buy kiss. We should pull back. We've got a bit of room to pull back still into that 99.60 zone. And on the weekly, we could come back all the way back into 0527. Okay, so that 48.57. So 0535, 0527. That zone is still on the cards for us. All right, so what we want to do is we also want to be sellers here. I haven't written out the swing days yet, but I will put them in the, like I said, members area. So in my opinion, we should have a push downwards, and I'd be looking to sell on the swing day, especially if we're at the tops somewhere. On the daily, that looks like a spot. 59, 1.0766, 1.0799. So 1.08 and 0766. 1.0766 is there. 1.08 is going to be there. All right, so this zone is going to be a sell zone for us. If it goes up, we want to be sellers in that zone. If it comes down, would you like to buy in order to go up there? You could. Where would you want to do that? Let's check it out. That 40 zone is 1.0522 is there. So the market has a potential to come all the way down here. If you want to sell at the top and it breaks the weekly pivot, we should get down here. Okay, that's that. Now tomorrow it'll change, but today that's how it is. And we've got here the HCL1, which is 1.0380, which is a bit down there. So I'll still put it in there. Okay, 0380. So those will be the targets there, as you can see. But if the market goes up, we want to be sellers. Also, you can mark in this level here, which, well, the market's already done that. Okay, not to worry. You can come back here, and I'll just put this up into that zone there, and this there. So if we're in this zone, you can still sell at Astro hours, and these are the PST levels. Okay, so going up into the PST levels is logical to sell. Let's take a look at the Dow. Now with the Dow, I'd like to keep selling as well, and that was a nice thing on Friday. As you can see, the market went up right into the Astro hours. That's your Astro hour at lunchtime. Boom, right here. And look what happened again at the Astro hour. Push up, retest, push up. Now we're here. If the market comes back up, would like to be sellers again. So now I'm going to get rid of these. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of that. These are the Astro hours for today. So if the market does come back up, let's see what that 42 is. 32,183. 32. 1, 8, 3, somewhere there. Okay, and that's fine. If we get up into that zone, we'd like to sell again, because it's also filling up a little bit of a blank here. The market has got room to push down. It's already taken that out. So maybe if we get back into this, let me see, from here, there, from there, it's already done that. What we can also do is sell at the daily pivot as well, but it should cover this. So this is the Asia opening, right? If it comes up here, this is a better zone to sell, but if it does come back up, fill in the blanks, fill in the gaps, selling is an option. Okay, as you can see, there's a big fall in Asia. It goes up, bang. So if it fills in the gaps, then you can sell it off again. So this zone is going to be important for us. That's the daily pivot, and that's where the gap is, right? But that's, like I said, is a PST level. What's the other PST level there? Is 46 zone, which is 32, 368, 402. 32, 368, 402. That's that. Okay. So we've got room to go up, but we want to be sellers. All right. If it falls down first, okay, before going up, then we've got to be careful, because then we could have a sharp fall down. All right. And that could go on for a bit, and then we could look for a turn. So if it keeps pushing down, you want to be careful, because 29 is going to be 31,380. That's going to be a target for today. 31, 380, and it's all the way down here. Whoops, there. All right, on the weekly, you can see we can still push down. What's that HCL1? 31, 257, 31, 257 is there. Right, so we've got room to come down. I'd like to sell it off if it goes up. Okay, on the monthly also we've got room to push down. Okay, this is like a good going down business, and would like to sell it. You know, if it comes up, you just want to be sellers to push down. I suspect it will come up here at New York time. Today, trading in the New York session is the better way to go. Let's take a look at Bitcoin finally. Right, with Bitcoin, as you know, on every pullback, we're going long with this one. So the market was expected to pull back. We had a 19,500 range as well, and that's, you know, that was done. But we're still expecting this level to happen. Okay, I still think the market should be coming back into the 18,500 or this range here, 17,000, maybe 200, 300. So if the market dips back on Bitcoin, like I always say, you can go long to keep. All right, so buy and hold is what we'd rather be doing. So that's where it is. So on the dips, well, that's already done. So what you can do is, if the market pulls back into this zone, I think it's good to go long again on Bitcoin. This should now pull back into the 22,300 range. On the weekly, as you can see, 24,500. This will probably break 63, so we'll probably go below 27,250. 233 will probably breach that and probably fall further down. Okay, so any place where you want to go long should be along this. Now it should be along the 20,000 and the 18, 17,000 zone here. So if it does pull back, that's what can possibly happen. And we'd like to go long if it comes into that range. We've got this level here, HCL1, which is 22,900. You can still go long there, or at the 23,34, which is that 46 level on the weekly. If I take a look at the monthly to see any, okay, so this is pretty bullish. Okay, so on any pullback, going up is not a bad idea at all. All right, so that's all good on the pullbacks. The weekly pivot as well, if you want to go long on it, what can you do? I'd suspect it's going to break that. So we should break that. Okay, we should come into this zone here. All right, so if you think about it, we should get back into, we should get into this zone. The market should come back into here. So if you want to be a buyer and holder, because in cryptos we're just doing Bitcoin buying and holding, right? You got to wait for lower ends now. All right, so into this range you can start to buy and hold, and then you've got this zone here. All right, so this is also going to be a place where you can do that, and then the rest is, like I said, the 19,500, 18, and the 17 zone. Okay.